Hello, Enid. This is Diana, Communications Assistant for the City of Enid, and guest with me is Maggie Jackson with the Garfield County Health Department. Maggie, thank you for being on.
Thanks, Diana. Hi, Enid.
Okay, so now the Garfield County Health Department has been staying very busy for a very long time. It feels like for this year now, but you guys, on top of COVID testing, we can focus on that here in a little bit. What other things is going on at the Garfield County Health Department?
Sure. So we know that, COVID is important right now, but we have almost 40% of our population is struggling with obesity. So we really want to continue to emphasize that our county really could do better at healthy eating and physical activity. We're not very physically active out in Garfield County, so we want to provide opportunities to do that for free. So we partnered with the city, and Ray, our health educator, is a certified fitness instructor. So she's offering free classes. We're revamping our schedule because we're kind of tweaking when we think more people would be able to come. But please join us on our Garfield County Community Exercise Facebook group because we're offering free classes. The City of Enid already has some free classes as well at the pool and at the Champion Gym. We are looking into doing some outdoor classes in the fall when the weather's a little nicer. So join us on that Facebook group, Garfield County Community Exercise, and we would love to get us all moving. I need it. We all need it. So I'm going to be out there and trying to move in the midst of a stressful time. It's really a way we can have less stress and take care of ourselves when we're working so hard too.
Now, parents are prepping kids to go back to school. Now, let's touch on immunizations.
Sure. So normally when children are entering pre-K and sometimes in kindergarten, we have lots of immunizations that we need to be updated before we start school. So we get a big rush right before school starts. So typically we really ask parents to start earlier in the summer, making their appointments and coming to get their shots updated. But we've got an extended deadline this year. The State Department of Ed has extended it until September 30th, which we're thankful for because we're so busy with COVID testing that we need a little extra time to get everybody in. But we're going to be having some days when we are asking parents to come bring their kiddos, make an appointment, and get up to date on their immunizations. So, in the midst of having a new infectious disease that we're still learning about, we know that we can prevent things like polio, varicella, chickenpox, and all of those infectious diseases that we've not seen. So come get your shots updated. You'll have to make an appointment at the Garfield County Health Department at 233-0650. We'll also be able to get shot records through email this year. So if you call that number, that is something new we have not been able to do, and that'll really be more convenient for parents that are already up to date. They just need the records. So if you call the health department, they can give you the information on how to do that over email.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, I know the Garfield County Health Department has a Facebook page, Northwest Oklahoma Healthy Businesses.
Yes, yes.
I know a lot of viewers already know what that is about, but for some viewers that may not know, can you tell us about that?
Sure. This has been just an opportunity for us to engage with our local businesses, and we've put out if there's any questions or topics that businesses are struggling through, especially related to COVID-19. We want to be able to interact with you on that page, try to get you to resources that are helpful. We've shared a lot on that page already, so now we're waiting for questions. So join it, NWOK Healthy Businesses. Ask us some questions that you think would be helpful right now, and we would love to check up on our employers while they're making lots of difficult decisions and changes in their procedures. So we want to be helpful on that page.
Thank you, Maggie. Now, can you update us on the executive COVID-19 report, positives, negatives, currently, I guess recovered is what I'm trying to get to.
Sure. So just our updated case numbers, we need to post on our Facebook page. We haven't done that yet today, but we do have 330 total positive cases, but 249 of those are recovered. So we've now dropped back down under 100 active cases. We did have over 100 active cases. And unfortunately, we did have 4 deaths now total. We did have 2 more come up in the last couple weeks. The other thing I want to point out is the COVID-19 alert system. This is on the health department page, and it's a map of the state. And Garfield County has fallen, we have 4 categories. There's green, yellow, orange, and red alert levels. This week, just today, Garfield County now falls into the orange alert category. This is because how we get this measure is new cases per day over a week-long average. So if we look at one day, we might have one day where we have a spike in case numbers, but that could be due to a large amount of tests in a certain time period or reporting in a certain time period. So we look at a 7-day average. So over the last week, our tests have gone above, we do it also per capita. So it's, if we want to compare counties, to compare a small rural county to a larger county is pretty difficult unless you do it per capita. So we say 15 per 100,000. So that's an average of 15 new cases a day. So this is something we haven't seen before. We're seeing a faster rate of the spread of coronavirus in our community. So now that we're on an orange level, there's some extra precautions that our community can take. We still recommend wearing a cloth face covering at all our private places, where our public places, not private, public places where you can't maintain a 6 feet distance from people. Wearing a mask can help keep this virus from spreading in our community. Continuing to wash your hands, using hand sanitizer, and disinfecting surfaces, trying not to touch your face. These are all the things we need to keep doing. We're saying it every week, but this is how we're going to keep our businesses open and how we're going to keep people out of the hospital and prevent further deaths from happening from COVID-19. So if you want to pay attention to those data points, they're on coronavirus.health.ok.gov, or you can find them through a Facebook link on our Garfield County Health Department Facebook page, which will show that map and the graph that explains why we're at an orange alert level now.
Thank you, Maggie. Now, this upcoming commission meeting that's going to be held this upcoming Tuesday, you will be present for it, for the topic that is coming up, that is on the agenda for wristbands. I don't know if you wanted to touch about that. I'm not sure if it's still fairly new and it's still upcoming.
Okay. Yes, I definitely want to be available for the city leaders. It's something that I want to be a reliable source of local information about our testing and our data. And so I know decision makers, it's a tough time. They're having to make choices that they've never had to deal with before. So the health department wants to be a good partner and support the community through this process. We're having to look at data, but also interpret it, how we're going to handle it as a community. So this is a tough time all around. Our schools met this last week, and they made some decisions based on that county data map as well. So I think it's a helpful, simple tool that people can use to see how we compare to other places in the state. And where we stand, compared to the rest of the country. So I hope to be supportive in that process.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything else that, there's no Facebook questions. Is there anything else that you want to share with the audience before we?
Sure. We're excited about Comic-Con this weekend. It's something that, I think is going to be a lot of fun. And I'm really glad that they're requiring masks at this event. It's a time when you might wear a mask anyways, so it should be a lot of fun. They had a mask contest, and I just support everybody who goes. Just make sure you wash your hands, try to stay 6 feet apart, and show off your fun masks. I can't wait to see some of those pictures. That's going to be great. And I think it's an event that if we take precautions, we can do safely. It's, if we all do our part to not show up if you're sick and wash your hands, wear your mask, then hopefully we won't see any sickness out of this event. It's going to be fun. Do your part to stay safe in the meantime.
All right, thank you, Enid viewers, for watching. And if you have any questions for the Garfield County Health Department, you can reach the Garfield County Health Department. Now, what is a good contact number or to?
Sure, we're at 580-233-0650. And our Facebook page is where we do the most updating at the Garfield County Health Department Facebook page.
Thank you, Maggie. All right. Well, everybody have a great weekend, and Comic-Con will be in town Saturday and Sunday. It is mask mandatory, and let's just have fun with it, right? So until next community health update will be in 2 weeks, correct?
2 weeks, sure.
2 weeks. Have a great weekend. Thank you.